Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations. Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation. It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who. Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf. It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area. That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color. Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same. Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques. Yes, 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set. That will do nicely. For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do 1 incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing. Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be? Excellent! I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
The Who family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. Paimon thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madame Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madame Lan? Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you. Alright, Fairy. We'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Anne?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale,
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Man magic in Chenyu Vale. Pen-head fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but... with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry. Look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad!
Over here, Xiangling.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's go say hi. Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
That scent.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out. I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you. If you're sure, I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too? Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious. None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange. Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
feeling any better. It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious, probably just exhaustion from the long journey, then not resting properly afterwards.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief. Eeying-R, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought. It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate. Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase! That sounds horrible!
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Qingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Qingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu? And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Qingsa village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Qingsa village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Qingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance. Merely doing my duty. Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, all right? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around. Hey! Paimon's always been smart. Even though Baiju ruled out God Remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Do business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more. True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
Something else I can help you with? Either way, there's no trace of any god remains on his lordship or Timaeus. There has to be another explanation for their symptoms.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
This should be enough.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
All right, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Perish the thought. Miss Ying'er had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back. Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though. Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes. Let me wrap this up for you. Huh? How can you tell? How did... Sorry, who are you? Huh? Grandpa was right. Liyue Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you. Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Ying'er, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao, Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform with the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Ying'er, something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better. Back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs. It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I am.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing! Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi!
Join.
Nonsense, Miss Yoon. You are as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey, Zhongli! Hey, Yunjin! How's it going?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
Aw, thanks, Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance. Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be? Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic. That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan? Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... Get it away from me! I don't want that thing anywhere near me!
trust Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. Thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Lan going around trying to curse people to death. In that case, there's a good chance Madame Lan also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well. Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason. Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night? Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know. Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease. Wow! Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a lantern right to remember.
Goodness gracious! Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself. So it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 beasts of Tao Du were. Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the Silverwing and Celadon mare? What kind of creatures were they? Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to? Oh, that's so tragic. Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him? Now we finally have names for the full roster! Thanks, Yunjin! Hey guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever! Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat. Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will. Here we are. I present to you Chef Zhongling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous. Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again. Ooh, now that is a tempting offer. That may be true, but you also pretty much never feed Paimon on time. I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side. Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.